back to the Scarlet Faithful podcast. I'm your host and co-founder, Aaron Breitman, and it is my pleasure today to welcome our guest, Derek Simpson, rising sophomore for Rutgers men's basketball. Derek, thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
So just wanted to first start off in terms of your freshman year. You had a lot of big moments. Your role continued to develop throughout the year. What was that entire experience like for you, and how has it helped you in your overall development as a player?
It was honestly great. I talked to a lot of the people that that are in my circle a lot, and I tell them like that was probably one of the best experiences I had kind of like in my life, kind of because it really opened my eyes. It really showed me that there's a lot better basketball out there and stuff like that. And honestly, it was the ups and downs of it they're serious. They're nothing to play with. And it was great to kind of experience that, to kind of feel that ups and downs and, hopefully carry that on into my next year coming up and pretty much, learn from my experiences.
And you seem to, when I spoke to you last year before the season and throughout the season, it just seems that you have a certain poise and ability to handle and be very steady throughout. And as you got more and more playing time, what do you credit that to in terms of your previous experience and being able to handle what was thrown at you, as a true freshman?
Honestly, I give big praise to my parents and my family, honestly, for that stuff, because they've always told me if something good's going to happen, it's going to happen. And always stay patient, never rush the process, never rush anything, kind of let it come to you. And I'm a big guy. I like to kind of stand back and view an environment kind of. And that was my big thing. First couple games of the season, I sat back and I really watched how Paul was playing, how Cam would play, how Dre, how everybody would kind of move on and off the court. So with the experienced guys that we had the past year, and especially this upcoming year, I've definitely watched the way they've kind of handled stuff. And I've took some of that, wrote it down. I've kind of been studying kind of other players too, especially when we would play the other Big Ten teams and stuff like that. So I definitely really have been patient throughout this whole thing, and I'm just going to keep being patient and keep grinding.
So that's a really good segue. It's been an off season of change. Obviously, Paul Mulcahy, Cam Spencer have now left the program.
Yes.
It opens up more opportunity for you, of course. How has the process been for you the last couple of months with all the changes, and how has it impacted your mindset?
The transfer portal, a lot of people have left our team and stuff like that to go do other experiences. I'm super happy for them. It's cool. We're going to have a brand new team. New guys. I like everybody so far, So honestly, this offseason is going to be great. We're already putting in work now. Everybody's working out, and it's going to be fun. And I'm excited for this trip coming up. See everybody play together. But yeah, that's it.
So I know summer work has just started. It's only been, literally a few days, but what's it been like getting to know Noah Fernandez? How much did you kind of know about his background coming in? And how do you think your partnership will be in the backcourt?
I think it'll be great. He's right next to me in my locker, so we talk all the time. Every time we walk in, we usually work out in the same time too. So we're usually in the locker room for about 15, 20 minutes before the workout, just chopping it up, kind of talking to each other. I learned a little bit more about him this past week, and I hope he learned a little bit more about me. So honestly, we're just creating that relationship right now. Super cool guy. You could talk to him about anything. So far, the connection's been great, and I hope it keeps going.
How has the transition been for you in terms of, now you're not the freshman, you have, Jermichael Davis, Gavin Griffiths coming in, even Noah is new to the program. How has that been for you to kind of be someone that has experience within the program and kind of helping them learn the Rutgers way?
Honestly, me and the other freshmen, not other freshmen, but now rising sophomores, Antoine and Antonio, we honestly throughout the locker room, we've talked to them about some of the stuff that's going to happen, that you're going to go through, whether it's academics, basketball, off the court, eating stuff around here. So we've kind of we've gave them not the tools, but we gave them a little insight of what goes on and off the court. So So it's been good. We just been talking to them, and especially Gavin and J Mike. We definitely told them your freshman year is going to be tough. So just go through it, experience it, learn from it, learn from your mistakes, learn from your success, and just keep rolling with it, because every day is a new day, kind of thing. So you never know what's going to happen the next day. So that's pretty much what I've kind of been telling the guys.
And the elder statesman of the team now, and Cliff Amore obviously back, and also Andre Hyatt back. How have they been in terms of returning and kind of taking the lead role, and how have you learned from them as well?
Listen, I'm super excited to have both of them back. I love Dre, love Cliff. I love them off the court. Great people to talk to. So, the grind is going to get harder. Dre's next to my locker too. Me and Dre talk all the time, and Cliff's right behind me. So we're always chopping it up, talking about basketball. Me and Dre just went through a workout together. We went through some adversity. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it was hard. Knees is hurting, the whole body hurting, but we got through it. We finished it off, making 4 threes in a row. So we got through that together. So we just gonna keep building and building on it, honestly, and just gonna keep working.
And what was the biggest adjustment for you from the high school and AAU ranks to college? Was it more mental? Was it physical? I guess what did you find the hardest challenge, and what kind of helped you grow the most from last season?
100%. The mental part it will get to you. Physicality for me was it was definitely a little challenge, but I'm a little bit more faster than a lot of other people. So I was able to kind of get away from some of the physicality sometimes, but the mental part of basketball, Big Ten, Rutgers itself it's very hard. And I would say that it was a great experience last year, going just kind of figuring it out myself, not really leaning on anybody else to kind of help me get through that process. It was really just me, and really it was me and the other 2 freshmen. We always talked all the time, and we were just trying to figure things out as the year went on. And the mental part definitely the mentality that you have, you got to bring a different mentality every day to practice, to your academics, because it's a whole another level than high school. In a high school, I wouldn't say you can bypass things, but it's a lot easier than college, 100%.
And this offseason now, you referenced it before, but having this overseas trip to Senegal and Portugal, how excited are you for that? But also, how much do you think that's going to help both your development and the team as a whole?
I'm super excited. I cannot lie. I've been wanting to go out of the country for a while now. I just never got the chance to do it because basketball is just, it's an everyday thing. So you don't really have time to kind of travel. But when you can mix basketball and traveling, it should be a really good experience. I know the guys I know they can't wait to go. And I've asked Caleb and Gio before how their kind of trip went. And Gio kind of told me like it's going to be a fun trip, get to know the guys, kind of learn about each other a lot too. And you'll get to play a little bit of games and stuff like that too. And I'm not hoping, but I know this trip will bring us together as a whole. And it's going to be a fun experience, a lot of laughing moments. And maybe a little adversity is going to hit too, but I'm super excited for the trip.
And I've written about this, but I feel like the timing of this trip too, obviously it's every 4 years you're able to do this, but the fact that there have been so many roster changes, to be able to have that extra practice time leading up to it, and then obviously playing those exhibition games, how much do you think that will benefit the guys individually, but also as a team?
It really will benefit us because last summer when we went through practices, it was about learning. It wasn't really about playing basketball. It was really about learning the style of play that we're going to play during the season. And then you implement some stuff like plays, backdoor cut-ins, terms that we'll use during the season. So when I had got here last summer, we really learned about some of the stuff that we'll use during the games and stuff like that. So I think it will be really, really beneficial for the new guys coming in and getting a feel for everybody's kind of game. Just learning from each other and just competing.
So obviously, as last season went on, Coach Peichel and the staff, put more and more confidence with, putting the ball in your hands. You came through quite a bit down the stretch of the season. What did that mean to you, just in terms of them having confidence in you, and how did that help you, I guess, excel in those moments, but also grow as a player?
Definitely towards the end of the season, when the ball was put in my hands, it was something that you don't take lightly. You really got to take advantage of those moments. And I kind of strived in them. I strived in them a lot. I obviously had my ups and downs towards the end of the season when I had the ball in my hand. But those are just learning experiences that I've kind of watched back. I look back at them, kind of just watching a lot of the games that I was playing, like the tough times, and just kind of going through what was going through my mind in those moments, and just learning from them. Honestly, everything's a learning experience with basketball, and it's a new day every day. So just gotta learn from them.
And I guess what has Coach Peele's message been to you and the team, both throughout all of the adversity you went through last year, but also this offseason and just now turning the page towards next season?
Really, nobody cares how you feel. Nobody really cares. Nobody really cares, not about you, but like for Rutgers itself. It's Rutgers has always got a. I don't even know how to put it, but Rutgers has always been on the down low. Nobody really ever talks about Rutgers, kind of thing. So you gotta put in the work to really be good. And pretty much he hasn't said it, but I know from the things that the way it comes off his tongue is, if you don't work, we're not gonna be good, pretty much. So every time you get in the gym, every time you get in the weight room, every time you get just a chance to learn, just take it in. You never know when you'll need it during the season. And just keep getting better. Just learn. Just keep getting better, and just focus on the moment. Don't focus on the future or the past. Just get better in the moment.
So, just in terms of talking in the past with Geo Baker, Ron Harper Jr., Caleb's spoken about it as well, about the culture that they've built, the success they've had, and kind of passing it down to the younger players. How much have you spoken to them about that, or how much does that mean to you, especially as a Jersey guy, now assuming a larger role within the program?
Okay. All right. So I would say I'm thankful to be in this position, first and foremost, and kind of have a great opportunity to have a great season next year. I think that baton could be passed to anybody at this moment, honestly. That we got pretty much like a brand new team. Anybody could do anything at any moment. So I think the more we learn and grow on each other, I think we'll play a big role going forward. But obviously, Ron, Gio, and Caleb, they created a great environment to come into. So has Coach Pike and everybody else on the coaching staff, honestly. And Rutgers is just going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger as the years go on. And I'm thankful to say that. So, yeah.
And last question for you, just your expectations for yourself and for the team throughout this offseason heading into next season.
Mm-hmm. Obviously, I've been saying it throughout this whole podcast, to just keep getting better every day. Live in the moment, honestly, is what I would kind of tell my guys, tell my teammates, kind of. It's just keep living in the moment, keep getting better. Like, don't worry about next week's workout. Worry about the workout that you're going to go through today. Make sure you're making shots. Make sure if you go through some adversity, make sure you overcome it. And the expectations for this offseason are very high. So I think the guys know that. I think the coaches know that. I think the Big Ten knows that. And the country will find out soon. So, yeah.
Derek Simpson, appreciate all of your time. Rutgers fans are super excited to see you in year 2 on the banks. Thanks so much for your time, and good luck the rest of this offseason.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.